It was a frightening start to the day for people in one Ottawa neighborhood. A gas leak at a construction site triggered a large explosion captured by a doorbell camera. This is in Orleans, an East End suburb. Several homes were destroyed and 12 people were treated on the scene for injuries. 2 adults and 2 children were transported to area hospitals. We get the details now from the CBC's Natalie Collada.
Well, according to officials, everyone is now accounted for. 4 homes under construction were destroyed in this explosion that rocked the Ottawa suburb earlier this morning. We know 12 people were injured, including 2 children. Officials also say 2 individuals were pulled out of the rubble. They say that the first person was pulled out alive shortly after 7 o'clock Eastern in the morning. The second individual was rescued about 2 hours later. Here's more from them describing those rescues.
Total number of patients we have now is 12. We have transported 2 in serious but stable condition, and we've transported 3 others in stable condition to the hospital, and the remaining 7 were assessed by paramedics on site and refused transport.
Now, those 2 individuals were taken to hospital in serious but stable conditions. Some residents, though, reported to continue to smell gas after the explosion. In an email to CBC, Enbridge Gas confirmed that it is shutting off the natural gas supply to the area. So we're watching this story very closely. We know that the explosion is believed to have been triggered by a gas leak. The Office of the Ontario Fire Marshal, though, has been called in. They will be taking over the investigation, figuring out exactly what happened here. But here's what we know so far. Police were called at around 6:18 in the morning Eastern. Ottawa paramedics got the call for a loud noise coming in from the area of a construction site. This is, as we said, the suburb of Ottawa, of Orleans. Firefighters say that a gas leak caused this explosion. It took out multiple houses that were under construction. Residents are still, though, coming to terms with what happened. Some of them stopped to speak with our teams on the ground. Have a listen to that.
All of a sudden, you heard the boom and my entire house shook. Like, it felt like something hit my house. The first thing I did was call my husband. With all the activity going on in the, in the skies lately, I was like, did you see anything? Did you hear anything?
I thought it was a big, I thought my roof collapsed from my house, so I thought it was a lot of snow or something. So then my secretary called me from my shop at the back, and she thought my shop was falling apart. And then I suddenly saw all the fire truck pass and the ambulance and all that.
Now, in the meantime, Ottawa police say OC transport buses have been brought in to help keep people warm. The Salvation Army, the Red Cross, they're also being brought in to help as well. Natalie Collada, CBC News, Toronto.